This is your homework helper, Mrs. Anderson. Today I will help you with Lesson 6, Hands-on Estimate and Measure Capacity. All right, first thing you'll need is your Kingdom of Gallon piece of paper, and I'll pull out mine when we need it. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but here I have a very big, the letter G, that stands for gallon. Inside the gallon I have 4 quarts. Inside each quart there's 2 pints, and inside each pint there's 2 cups. And then we also know that each cup equals 8 ounces. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll go down here to the practice. We have 4 cups is equivalent to how many pints? So if I look at my chart here and I count my cups, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. There's 4 cups. And 4 cups is how many pints? I just count how many pints that is and write it down. Okay, number 2 says 16 quarts is the same as how many gallons? Well, let's take a look. In this picture here, I only have 4 quarts. So I'm going to have to divide. So I'll have to do 16 quarts. I'm actually going to have to divide by 4 because there are 4 quarts in 1 gallon. So if I take 16 divided by 4, then I will know how many gallons that is. Okay, looking at the next one. 8 quarts equals how many pints? Okay, well on this one I have 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts. So I'll have to take this gallon, this one here, 4 quarts, and then times by, looks like I'm going to need to times by 2. Let's see. 4 quarts, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, is 1 gallon, and then I'm going to have to times by 2. Well, let's see how many pints are in 1 gallon. Looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that there are 8 pints in 1 gallon. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going quarts to pints. I'm sorry. Let's do that again. Okay, each quart has 2 pints in it. So if I'm talking about 8 quarts, then I'm going to need to times by 2 to find out how many pints there are in all. Okay, if I have 7 pints, and I want to figure out how many cups there are in 7 pints, I can count 7 pints here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 pints, and then count how many cups are in those. Or the other thing I can do is multiply times by 2. All right, and gallons to pints. Okay, here's 5 gallons. So however many pints are in a gallon, I'm going to have to times that by 5. So if I count my pints, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll need to times that by my 5 gallons. Okay, 28 cups is how many quarts? Well, let's see how many cups in 1 quart. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this case, I'm going to need to divide by 4 to find out how many quarts. All right, moving on. Fill in the blank with the correct word to complete the sentence below. Blank is the measure of how much a container can hold. It's right here in the name of our lesson, capacity. Okay, on the back, Sophie drank 8 cups of water one day. How many pints did she drink? Well, we need to see how many 8 cups is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then determine how many pints that is. Okay, a container holds 26 pints of water. Circle whether 26 pints is greater than, less than, or equal to 12 quarts. Well, let's take 12 quarts here and see how many pints that is. So in each quart here, I have 2 pints. So if I take 12 and I multiply by 2, I will know how many pints are in 12 quarts. So let's do 12 times 2. 12 times 2 is 24. So I have 24 pints is the same as 12 quarts. So it's asking me, is 26 pints greater than, less than, or equal to 12 quarts? And 12 quarts is 24 pints. So I'll choose greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, Culch Cole measured the capacity of his water cooler. His first measurement was 6 gallons. His second measurement was 25 quarts. Compare the two measurements. Use greater than, less than, or equals to make a true statement. Okay, let's take 6 gallons here and convert 6 gallons into quarts. Okay, how many quarts are in a gallon? There's 4 quarts. So I'm going to times by 4 to see how many quarts are in 6 gallons. Okay, and then once I have that answer, then I'm going to compare it to this one. So here's 25 quarts, and this side will be 6 gallons. And I need to put a comparison symbol in here. Greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, number 11. If you are measuring the amount of water evaporated from a swimming pool, would gallons or quarts give you a more precise measurement? We know that the smallest container always gives the precise measurement, gives us a more precise measurement. So we need to determine which is smaller, gallons or quarts, and that's our answer. And then when it says explain, we're going to say that the smallest container always gives a more precise measurement. Okay, and moving on. Jason is a zookeeper and needs to fill a large tub of water for a zebra. Would it be faster to use a 1-quart container or a 1-gallon container? You're going to think which container would be faster. A 1-quart container is about the size of what eggnog comes in sometimes, and a 1-gallon is the like a jug like this that milk comes in. So would it be faster to use this or this, and then explain why. Thanks for watching this homework helper video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me tomorrow in school.